So I ordered delivery last night because I have a very active social life and I had to be active by myself and eat some takeout sushi. This pimple and a half boy came to deliver my sushi, and after I tipped him, he hung out, kind of like leaning against the door and goes, "I'm writing a paper and my topic is what women want. What do you think? Can you give me any insight on what women want?" And I swear to God, he was like 17. He's about 10 years younger than me. And I literally looked at him and stared at him for a good 10 seconds and said, "I am the worst person to ask that question," and shut the door in his face. I mean, really, kid, you're not even old enough to. I mean, if I did anything, it probably would have been counted as statutory rape. So, But it got me thinking because Peter and I always have this type of conversation. What do the opposite or what do significant other people, type of person want? And I think the ultimate answer is the ultimate answer to what women want slash what do guys want is to for the person that you like to want to do something for you. Case in point, Peter and I were talking about my general phobia of responding to things. I generally don't respond to people's statements if it's not a question. And that's because I've realized that boys don't respond if there is no question. And it's demonstrated in text messages. For example, if as a girl, I text a boy, say, "Hey, how are you doing?" He will text back because it's a question. He will respond, "Hey, doing good, how are you?" And then you go, "Oh, I'm doing great. This week's been kind of hectic, but it's all okay," smiley face. And what usually happens is the boy does not respond. And then the girl freaks out. She's like, "Oh my God, he hates me. He doesn't like me anymore." And the boy is probably not even thinking about her. If he is, he's probably thinking about her naked. And he's going around the day, really thinking about all sorts of other things. Like, for example, if a basketball game is on, he's probably thinking about that basketball game. But the girl is just freaking out. And I look at that situation and realize the boy didn't respond because there was no question to respond. But then the girl, the response to that general observation as, "But I want him to want to ask a question to show interest." And the key is the want to want. And that's always the fight when it comes to boys and girls or men and women. You hear about these arguments that men have with women. "Why didn't you tell me to do that?" Then the woman goes, "But I wanted you to want to do that for me." So if that kid were to appear at my doorstep again and ask what women want, I would first tell him to grow up and stop harassing people they deliver food to. And then 10 years down the line, if I happen to run into him in a bar, I would say the key is to realize what women want you to do before they have to tell you to do it. But of course, that's impossible. And so for women, I will say, and for men who are interacting with men, to be direct and say what you want them to do, because otherwise they will never know. But this never works out. So in the end, we're all kind of fucked. But that's what I was thinking about this Monday night, or this past Monday night.